What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and CreateSpace. A link will be in the description box below. As usual, this video is entitled Single Mother Enablers. I'm talking about the people who actually create the attitudes that we don't like in dysfunctional single mothers, in the children that come from their households, right? And these people never get enough attention because, to be perfectly honest, it's all lumped on a single mother, right? So these are the people who enable it. First and foremost, they're judges. Judges simp for single mothers. And what I mean by that is this. When you talk about custody battles or whatever, nine out of 10 times women win. The laws are pretty much subjective. So what these people are going by in this court of logic and objection is their opinions and is their feelings, really. They feel like mothers should be primary custodial parents. So ask any father who's been in these courts plenty of times. You can prove a mother to be a liar, to be manipulative, to be a user, to be an dysfunctional person. But these judges are just gonna go, but she's a mother. I have a mom. I love my mom. Yeah, they're the first simps. And then you have female judges who might be borderline feminists, and they're just gonna be pro-woman. So when you go in these courts and you see these instances where, if you have to weigh who's the better parent, that doesn't count in court in court for custody. It doesn't. You would think whoever gets custody is the person who is better suited to raise that child to be a productive adult. That is not in the picture at all. So they enable this behavior because they see the bad behavior in the beginning, and they don't nip it in the bud and address it. So that that makes a single mother turn up a little bit. I can get away with whatever I want to. I got caught in court 6 times and I still got the baby. You just enabled it. Second, law enforcement, single mother enablers. It's gotten so bad that most law enforcement understands when they get called to certain places to do their job that they're being used to paint a certain picture. Because as long as you show up, if it's a man versus a woman, the man is who you're going to be aggressive to. So many people had pickups and drop-offs that went south, So many people had blow-ups in public for nothing whatsoever when a girl just got hysterical the minute they saw the police. That it's become a norm of society. And what do cops normally do? They normally just side with the woman and say, look, man, I can't really arrest her for being hysterical and idiotic, but if you get mad, I can arrest you because you're going to be because as a man, you're the most intimidating. So I know she did wrong, but you got to stand down. Get in your car, go home. This ain't right, I get it. So what happens? They enable this behavior because it's never checked on that end either. It turns up. So they get, I can get away with the judges and the police, or I'm going to really show my... Okay. Next. Families. No, take this back. Child Protective Services. I'm going to tell y'all why. Y'all single mother enablers, because children get beat in these households. I mean, not discipline as far as a whipping, they did something wrong, a whipping. No, they get beat, they get starved, they get molested, they get raped, they get killed, they get pimped. And somehow or another, y'all never could find these kids' fathers. Somehow or another, and they can't, and y'all can put these kids in the system and then put them back in the very same household. Or put these kids with a family member of that mother. And then when she passed a few tests, a year and a half, 2 years later, y'all put her right back in that house. So guess what? Why do you think these households these single mother households are getting worse and worse and worse? Because you enable them. Because these women don't have a fear of losing custody of their kids at all. Because y'all keep giving them carte blanche. Now, family. You family members are some of the worst, vilest individuals on the planet. I'm going to tell you why. Because you got a front row and center seat for the cover up, and you keep covering it up. See, you fight for your team because that's your family, right? And which I can understand. But when you know they did wrong, a lot of you family members who fight for the single mother in your family to keep their baby, you don't want the baby. And you don't want the baby to go with their father if the single mother in your family is not a suitable parent. So you leave them in that house knowing it ain't right in there. But knowing, well, what I'm going to do, we're going to stand together as family. We're going to fight to keep this baby here that we don't want. Right. And you watch this baby grow up to be a dysfunctional adult because you were fighting for a dysfunctional team. This is how you have the movie clips and the horror stories of adults who can sit at the Thanksgiving table and at the family reunion with family members who utterly destroyed them because everybody just sat there because it's okay. We all family, right? You knew my mama was crazy. You knew my mama was beating me. You knew my mama was using me. You knew my mama was stealing from me. And what did you do? And they just sit there. We family. And this is why people don't trust family at this particular point. Because y'all enable that behavior. So now you got the judges. Now you got the cops. Now you got Child Protective Services. And you got a family. Not addressing the bad behavior and enabling it. And what do you think? These girls turn it up a little bit more. I can get away with everything. I'm doing it. And they take this mindset out into the world. See, this is why you see all these people acting so ignorant out in the world because they've gotten away with so much with so many different groups of people. Now, move forward. Church folks, single mother enablers. And y'all are psychologically the worst. I'm going to tell you why. Because y'all see these people out of line and you know what y'all do? But God gonna be with you. God gonna love you. God forgives all. Yeah. Hallelujah. I'm telling you, God gonna make a way. God doesn't reward negativity. So for you to keep telling these people God is gonna forgive them and God is gonna wash their sins away, knowing God doesn't reward negativity, just to stroke their ego, you're enabling them. Okay. Now, fathers who walk away, you're enabling them. I mean, I understand you get behind the 8 ball. So many things happen that are unfair, and that is very much so true. But if you just walk off and you give no kind of pushback or resistance to the nonsense, you're enabling them because they're like, oh, I got the judges on my side to do whatever I want. I got the cops on my side to do whatever I want. I got these Child Protective Services. I can get away with it and come right back if they lose the kids. My family's cool with it. God is on my side too, and you just walked away. Now I can do whatever I want. Everybody's with me because it's your fault. Right. You see what I'm saying? So if you provide no pushback, you're going to able the behavior to even get more worse. You know, this is when these girls start effeminizing these boys and masculinizing these girls, and they just sitting there back like, and this is the problem. I make that crazy eye face because I see too many women right now in real life society with that face. Aren't I beautiful? Aren't I great? And you be looking at them like, this, okay, I got to get out of here. And you know where it comes, and they can't even recognize that crazy attitude they be having. Moving a little bit further, another enabler. Gotta do it. You simps, you homosexuals, you guys who just want to hit it and quit it, you know, players, whatever, where you let these women be bad women and bad mothers because you know that they've burnt every bridge possible in society, even though they've gotten their way, that they have no choice but to deal with you. So you just let them continue. You don't check them on their behavior because you're just trying to hit it and quit it, or you need a place to stay, or yada, yada, yada. So you just let it slide too. You know, and then they want you to step in and be a daddy, and you fake playing daddy so you can get some sex, and then when you get the sex, you bounce. I mean, you enabling them, you know. But they put themselves in these situations. Don't get it twisted. But you enabling them. And last but not least, your single mother friends who doing the very same thing. Y'all are like a coven of misery. Oh, girl, it's okay. You dropped the baby off the Golden Gate Bridge. He bounced off the water. Is he alive? He just paralyzed, right? You still a good mother. It's okay. I remember, you know, I was playing WWE with my baby, and I kicked him out of a 5-story window with a drop kick, but I was just playing. He's okay. I mean, you know, he don't have any function on the left side of his body, but he's good. I'm a good mother. Happy Mother's Day to us all. Say, yeah, my baby look dusty, and I teach him to cuss at people and spit on people and bite people, but I'm a single mother. All praise to me. Hallelujah, Jesus. Worship me. You know, thus we have these single mothers doing things to the point they're recording themselves raising their kids out of line. They're taking pictures showing how out of line their ideology is with their children. You know, they're basically screenshotting the fuckery. And when you look in these comment sections, all you see is excuses. Or, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious. And then I say all that to say this. At the end of the day, everybody in society, including you single mothers, and everybody who enables single mothers, and including you single mothers who do this stuff and who've been enabled and create horrible children, not all of y'all have a problem with the kids. The kids. You got a problem with the kids. You're the problem. You know, you're the cause. The kid is the effect. You're the problem. We out.